The part of the journeys that I found super helpful for us initially was just identifying the questions that we wanted to ask and get answers to. It wasn't just our leadership team for Global that helped develop those, but we actually got a sense from the employees on our team, from our team members, what the major questions were that they wanted to ask and have answered. So we had this tailored survey that was developed for LifeWay Global. The next part of the process that I respected tremendously was confidential one-on-one interviews between the collective and each employee of the team. This process wasn't going to work at all unless there was a high degree of objectivity and confidentiality. So what I got back was incredibly clear feedback, unfettered, unvarnished, so that we knew how to proceed. So it was the development process of the questions, it was the confidential one-on-one interviews with employees. Then we had a retreat where we're able to unpack as a team more in a narrative sense to hear the stories from people. When we did the questionnaire, we really developed kind of a numerical grading system for how people felt about each one of those questions or issues. But when we had the retreat, it was a little more like a family discussion. It was like, okay, what did you mean by this? Because there were some things that encouraged me, and there were a few things that surprised me. So I think the retreat was an opportunity for people to say, all right, boss, if you really want to hear it, here's what's on our mind, and here's how we see each one of these issues. It was incredibly liberating for me as a leader. And then I think finally, the other part of the process that I found helpful and a little bit irritating was that the collective followed up on a very consistent basis with me to say, how are you doing as a leader and as a leadership team in responding to what you have learned? So it wasn't just a process that you went through a discovery. It's actually, we're going to hold you guys accountable as a client to now operationalize what you're learning into strategies, processes, better communication. Whatever it is that you need to respond to as a leadership team from these learnings, we're going to hold you accountable to keep that moving forward. That process of accountability was a little annoying at times, but in a highly redemptive way, because it kept moving us beyond just discovery into actual execution.
Yeah, so when we started this engagement with the Collective Global, I know that one of the things that we really wanted to accomplish, and one of the things I know I wanted to accomplish along with the team, was to break down the walls and the barriers that we put up within the team. Honestly, not intentionally those barriers didn't go up. I think over time the culture siloed off some of the parts of our team and some of the parts of our organization. And I know for our team, we really wanted to break down those walls, break down those barriers, for there to be more open conversation and communication. I think people generally want to know a couple of things. They want to know, where are we going, and does my work fit within where we're going? And so working with the collective, one of the hopes is that we would be able to accomplish just that, that people would be able to really assess their work, and was it tethered to where we were going. On the other end of the spectrum, I think everybody has the desire to have an open voice to where we're going, and to have an open voice to be able to speak into the ultimate end goals of our mission and our organization, our team. And I think for so much of our team, having a safe and open forum to freely communicate with complete transparency and honesty was really an end goal, and that was accomplished. That was accomplished for our team. I know that for me, one of the things that I was really protective of going into this, but for having a part of the team that I've been stewarding and leading, I really wanted to make sure that they felt that they had a safe forum and a safe format to express freely, to offload any baggage that they needed to, but also to speak into the hope and direction of where we're going.